He married my best friend, but he didn't know my secret. They say love is blind, but nobody tells you that sometimes love can be cruel. I watched the man I prayed for, the man I fasted for, the man who promised to marry me, stand at the altar. And he was holding her hand, my best friend's hand. What neither of them knew was that I was carrying his child. My name is Ada. I met Daniel during NYSC. He was everything I had prayed for. Calm, responsible, God-fearing. He spoke gently. He prayed with me every night. He would say, "Ada, you are my future. I see my wife in you." For 3 years, we built dreams together. He met my parents, I met his mother. We talked about wedding colors and baby names. Everyone knew we were heading toward marriage. At least, that's what I believed. Then things started changing. His calls reduced. His messages became short and cold. Whenever I asked what was wrong, he would laugh and say, "You worried too much. I'm just stressed." But a woman always feels it when love begins to fade. One evening, I decided to surprise him at his apartment. I thought maybe we just needed time together. When I got there, I saw a pair of familiar slippers outside his door. They were Chioma's, my best friend. My heart started beating so loudly I could barely breathe. I knocked. The door opened. She was wearing his shirt, and the look on their faces told me everything. Daniel tried to explain. Chioma started crying. But betrayal does not need explanation. The truth was standing right in front of me. I didn't shout. I didn't fight. I just walked away. 2 weeks later, they announced their engagement. It felt like the world was mocking me. What nobody knew was that around that same time, I had just found out I was pregnant. I remember sitting alone in my bathroom, staring at the test result in my trembling hands. I felt anger. I felt shame. I felt broken. I thought about calling Daniel. I thought about telling him. But then I remembered how easily he replaced me. So I made a decision that night. I would raise my child alone. Months passed. My stomach grew. I avoided social media, but I couldn't avoid the wedding pictures. They were everywhere. Smiling faces, perfect captions. God did it. On the day of their wedding, I placed my hand on my stomach and whispered, "You are enough for me." I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. He had Daniel's eyes. 2 years passed. Life wasn't easy, but it was peaceful. My son became my strength, my reason to wake up, my proof that betrayal did not win. Then one afternoon, my phone buzzed. It was Daniel. "Can we talk?" I almost ignored it, but curiosity won. He said the marriage had collapsed. He said Chioma couldn't conceive. He said he had made the biggest mistake of his life. He said he never stopped loving me. I listened quietly. Then I looked at my son playing on the floor, laughing, innocent, full of life. I took a picture of him and sent it to Daniel. A few seconds later, my phone started ringing. I didn't answer. Instead, I sent one final message. "You didn't lose me. You lost your family." Then I blocked him. Betrayal may break your heart, but it does not break your destiny. Sometimes rejection is protection, and sometimes the person who walks away makes room for the life God was preparing for you all along. If you were in my position, would you forgive him or move on forever?